We all know your history with the Army, Air Force Academy. You've spent some time coaching in the military. What are your thoughts on Colin Kaepernick's protest, Coach?
Well, I wouldn't do it myself, but hey, he has a right as a citizen to express his views however he chooses to, and so I don't look down on that. I just would say I wouldn't do it myself.
What would you do if you turned around and saw one of your players sitting during the national anthem and found out the reason why was similar to Colin Kaepernick's?
I would maybe at some point in time ask him to reconsider a little bit what he was doing. I'm sure this was extremely well calculated before he did it, but I'd ask him to think about it. Because there are byproducts that are come forward out of this, and hopefully some positive.
When do you know?
They won't all be.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're already seeing some disagreements, but we're also seeing a lot of agreements with it as well. When does a coach know to treat a player differently? When you know that there's rules and then there's a bending of them that's appropriate for. Well,
it's not so much the bending of. You can't go dominate someone's life. You're just an employer, and you can run your organization the way you want to run it, but you're not allowed to affect his rights, and so he does have a right. He's within the rules and regulations, and so he chose to do that.
Well, I guess just
I wouldn't do it, but.
No, I guess just in a situation, I guess that's completely different. We're seeing one of your longtime acolytes, Bill Belichick, in New England, where he runs his ship a certain way, and then you've got a free spirit like Gronk that's allowed to do the Gronk things and still win football games. How does a coach know when to say when with certain players and then not in that regard?
Well, you gotta. Here's my rules were basically: you need to be on time, you need to pay attention while you're here, and you need to practice and play hard. If you do those things, probably we're not going to have too many problems. Now when you start not paying attention and not practicing and playing hard and those kind of things, and the expectations for the coach is higher than maybe the players, that's when the coach and the players start having trouble.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.